Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky Widmer here with my fantasy football pickups for week number 12 in the NFL. Sorry this video's a day late. Kind of had some scheduling issues with the MVP this week. You can see that I lost my bet some in this beautiful Tom Brady jersey all week in all the videos because the Bills couldn't shut out the Patriots on Monday night. But let's get into it. This one's the pickups. Little disclaimer, like I say always, these guys, I try to keep them 40% or below, and actually this one, 33% and below, as the top guy is 33.4%. We're going to start down at the bottom, and this guy should have an asterisk in case Devonta Freeman plays, but if he doesn't, I'd go ahead and pick up Tevin Coleman, the number 2 back, 26.1% of ESPN leagues. If Devonta Freeman's not going to play, because he has to go through the concussion protocol, Coleman's your guy. Go ahead, pick him up if he's available. Could have a good game for the Falcons going up against the Vikings. Did you see what Eddie Lacy was able to do against my Minnesota Vikings? At number 4, a guy who kind of has his role increased when Tony Romo comes back. Got to go Terrence Williams, 33.4% of ESPN leagues he's owned in, going up against the Panthers. So I know a little bit of a tough assignment. However, if Tony Romo's going to feed him the ball, this Cowboy team is a different team with Tony Romo in there. Terrence Williams will get his touches, especially in the red zone. Then at number 3, he is going up against the Dolphins this week, a team that let Tony Romo have a decent game against them. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 29.4% of leagues. If you need a quarterback, if you had Joe Flacco, had Johnny Manziel, you can go ahead and get a guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's available in most leagues. Only, like I said, 29% of leagues is what he's owned in. And go ahead and get Fitzpatrick for this week. At number 2, this is a guy that's owned in only 6.2% of leagues. If you had a Justin Forsett, you got to go and get this guy. Javarius Allen, he's going to be the new main back in Baltimore. Gets a great first game on Monday night going up against the Browns. I'm going to say I would put him as a sleeper if he wasn't a pickup, because there's a chance that he could have a big game in his first start filling in for Justin Forsett. And then at number 1, Buccaneers this week going up against the Colts. He had 5 touchdowns last week, 24.6% of ESPN leagues. Famous Jameis. And I mean, this is another one if you're looking for a quarterback. If you had a guy like Joe Flacco that went down, or let's say you have a guy like Jay Cutler where you're like, Ricky, I'm not really too keen on him going up against the Pack Attack this week. Or you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm not really sure if I want my quarterback, if I have a Tyrod Taylor and he's going up against the Chief defense. You can go ahead and pick up Jameis Winston. Even if he doesn't have 5 touchdowns, he's been a solid fantasy option. He's only owned in 24% of leagues, so you can go ahead and pick him up and have a good fantasy option so you can win your league this week. But that is going to do it for my fantasy football pickups for week number 12. Let me know down below in the comment section or on Twitter what you guys think of my pickups. Is there anyone that I missed? I know I didn't hit all the positions. Let me know a tight end that you guys are thinking to pick up this week. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Watch a lot of football, hang out with family, eat a lot of food. I'll see you guys next week and in the other videos. But as always, have a good day, everybody.